Alright, Mercury is retrograding on my ass today. So this is live number 2. We're going to try and attempt this. Yeah, not happening at all today. I was like glitching before, like saying I have a poor connection, but my Wi-Fi was fine. My computer is like fucking... My computer's also fucking glitching. And so now I'm doing like... I tried everything and now I'm doing a software update as my last like... Yeah, my screen is like... It's going like this, and oh my god, the Wi-Fi is shit. Fuck you, Mercury. Okay, try and do this live short and sweet because it's the end of the day. It's 10 o'clock at night. I had cleans to do today with the Airbnb property, and I had swimming lessons, and tomorrow I have my client calls, so I really don't want to be up late tonight. I want to veg. I'm having my tea in this cute little mug. A little heart. It has a heart. Yeah, what I actually do want to talk about is a little bit of something I shared in my stories today about inner healing and healing your wounds. And so I wrote, when you begin to heal, or when you do heal certain wounds, that's when you open yourself up to opportunities. You open yourself up to things you never thought you would do. You open yourself up to like surprises from the universe. And the reason why is because you're no longer busy getting triggered. And so, and I also wrote that, what else did I write on that thing? That it's because, you're like opening your eyes and you're listening to yourself. And so what happens is with triggers is that when, we haven't healed our triggers, like they cloud us, right? We stop listening. We see that one word, we see that one thing that person says, and then all of a sudden we're pissed off, or we're upset, or we're sad, or whatever that trigger caused. But there is something that is being shown to us. And when we heal our triggers, then we can begin to get curious about it. We can begin to, be open to receiving more, be open to, what we are being shown. And it's really interesting because this has kind of come up with me many, many times of like situations that in the past I would have like gotten triggered, said no, but then they're in my reality right now. And I'm like more like, oh, I see this in a different light. I see this differently. I don't see it the same way I saw it before. And that is because I healed the trigger. I healed a part of the wound that was associated with this trigger. And I see it over and over with my clients and with friends who have done the inner work, where it's just like, oh, they didn't see themselves going down a certain path, or like eating a certain way, or doing certain things as like extracurricular, and once they've healed it opened themselves up to this like whole other world, and they get more curious. And so when you do get triggered, when you do see something online that somebody says that does upset you, and that you're like, oh, this person is like wrong, or this person is like not, sharing the facts, or this person is a bunch of bullshit, like, or what they're saying is bullshit. Just take a moment and ask yourself, like, why are you getting triggered? Why are you getting upset? But dive deeper than that. Not just like the surface level why, but why is that upsetting you so much? And why is that so upsetting? I know I'm repeating myself right now, but it's just really get curious about it as to why someone's eating habit, or the way they dress, or like a coach saying what they say. Like, why is that upsetting you? What is it about that? Because I've also known that sometimes a lot of us want the whole world to be like us, to have the same thoughts and the same values, but that's not the case. Like, it's not. You're unique, and you are you, and you have your own experiences and your own like life and your own values, and you can't expect someone else, like you can't expect me to think the same way. We might have like similar views on some things and similar opinions, but we're not going to be the same on everything. And so if you believe in, you know, especially when it comes to like the political aspect of things, like if you believe in things like that are left or right or somewhere in between, doesn't mean that the rest of the world is going to be on board with you. And know that that is okay. You have every right to have your opinions. You have every right to have your views. Those are yours, and that's what makes you unique. But expecting everybody else to follow the same, it ain't gonna happen. And so it is to be kind and compassionate towards one another and to be open to what someone else is saying. And so, and get curious. Doesn't mean that you, like, you know, if somebody's sharing something that upsets you or triggers you, not only get curious as to why it's upsetting you or triggering you, but get curious as to what are they actually talking about? And is there something you can learn from them? Because guaranteed, I'm pretty sure there's something that they're sharing that you can benefit and learn from. And learn something new, something you didn't know existed, or you didn't think. And it's powerful that way. If we all approached all our triggers as like, what can I learn from this? Or what is this showing me? Or what can I learn from this person? What is this person sharing? And what are their, you know, their opinions and their views? And how can I just understand them a little bit better and see where they are coming from? None of us are perfect. Nobody's perfect. And, you know, we're gonna sometimes say stupid shit. We're gonna do stupid shit. But that's all part of our journey. And we're gonna learn. And we're gonna get back up. And sometimes we won't learn. We won't learn for millions of times. And then we may learn down the road. It's light. And so, I guess where I'm going with this is that take a moment when you get triggered. Take a moment to think about the whys and reflect within yourself. If you react, you're human, that's okay, but just kind of maybe put it in the forefront of your mind and think about it for a second. Or if you did react, maybe reflect on it afterwards and see what pops up. And if there is somebody online that's pissing you off, or that what they're sharing is like really making you angry, why is that? And really go see what can you learn from them instead. How can you switch the narrative around instead of you getting all like angry and pissed off and shit? Because that's not good to anybody, right? So that's today's live. I'm glad in that span that there was no glitching of the fucking Wi-Fi. So before it goes back to glitching, I'm gonna log off, and I'm gonna continue downloading my new Mac OS, and hopefully this will solve my screen glitch problem. Yay, Mercury! It's in retrograde, or as people are calling it, it's in Gatorade. I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye. And close this there.